Little Cheesemonger haul. This is a haul from the Little Cheesemonger, which is a wonderful little cheese shop in Rhuddlan, which is not far from where we live in North Wales. And we went there ostensibly for cheese, but they are also well known for selling some nice charcuterie, some nice little tasty things, and some beers. And to go with the beer, we've got some chili rice crackers, which are nice and sweet and crunchy. They're rather nice. I'll just take them out of the way. And my brother Richard likes his creamy Brie cheeses, so we got this Kenneth Brie, which is a Welsh Brie, and we'll open that and have a taste of it and let you know. I got 2 pieces because it's what they had left of that particular cheese, of Scottish Minger. Now Minga is an unfortunate name for a really beautiful washed rind cheese made from ewe's milk, and it's rather like Stinking Bishop. It's got like a lot of wash rind cheeses, it does have quite a high smell, but it is a wonderful and beautiful cheese for someone like me. My brother picked up a waxed Snowdon Cheese Company Pickle Power, which is a mature cheddar with pickled onions inside it, and that's in a wax round. The other thing, I bought some Jamon Serrano, Salchichon and Chorizo. That's tapas, so the Jamon Serrano is this end and the Salchichon is in the middle, and the Churrito of course has got the paprika in it. They're nice. We're going to have a nice little charcuterie and cheese meal later on, and to go with all that, my brother picked up a nice bag of cheese biscuits. So there's oat cakes, whole grain savouries, water biscuits, and they're infused with parmesan and garlic, chilli and rosemary, so they'll be nice to go with the cheese and the charcuterie. My brother has a very sweet tooth, and he couldn't resist picking up these wonderful Sicilian cannolis, which are pastry shells filled with lemon flavoured cream dusted with icing sugar. These are made by hand, and they're for nibbling, for savouring slowly. And even though I don't have a sweet tooth, I think I'm just going to have to push myself to eat one of those. Right, let's have a look at the beers now. That's all that remains. And these are all Welsh beers. And this is from the Community Brewing Company, and it's Cwrw, which means I think it means an ale beer. This one's called Thinking of a Master Plan. Let me read you this one out. It said blood orange and beetroot IPA, late hopped with UK First Gold, then double dry hopped with New Zealand Wymesa and US Amarillo to give a nice citrus burst flavour. I'm going to enjoy that. I know that's kind of really up my street. The next one is a Hafod brewery. Hafod are in Mold in North Wales, and this is called Mold Breaker, and it's a Pilsner style lager at 4.6%. And the description, it says, inspired by the classic Pilsner style, a crisp, clean lager brewed with Mittelfrüh hops. So I'm really going to enjoy that one. That'll be quite nice and delicious. Richard's got the more sweet tooth, so he's gone for a raspberry Saison from Hafod Brewing Company. That's 5% by volume. And this one, unusually, is water, barley, rye, raspberries, hops and yeast. That's really interesting. And the description on that was, it's Pilsner and rye malt Saison, a refreshing ale with tart raspberry fruit notes, That doesn't appeal to me very much, but I know it will appeal to my brother who has the sweet tooth. This one is Rhuddlan brewery, and this is called Kia Kaha. I think that means good strength in Maori. Kia Kaha, be strong in Maori, is a cracking New Zealand pale ale made with the finest British pale malt, a touch of wheat for a creamy head, and then topped with New Zealand's finest to give a tropical fruit and lime peel aroma. Again, that one appeals very much to me, and that is the lineup so far. So I'm just going to do a little taste of the Minger, and we'll get Richard to taste the Brie as well. Alright, we'll do this in the form of a cheese tasting first, and then we'll do it in the form of a beer tasting. And I think what I'll do first is I'll invite my brother to come along and try the Brie, and we'll see how he likes it. Come on, bruv. Brie's the one on the left, and the tools are in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
His face is a study of concentration.
That was splendid.
Is it good, yeah? Try that chorizo. Tell me what you think of that.
One?
The sausage. Now he's trying the chorizo sausage.
That's the best I've ever tried.
Is it really? Yeah, I know it's a really good one, that is. Okay.
Beautiful.
Right, I'm going to try my Minger cheese now, see what we can make of that. Alright, let's have a look at this Minga. I need a bit of that in my life. Let's have a taste. Right, down the hatch with some Minga. I'm just going to try that sausage on. That's wonderful. Try one of each of them. Saison first. That is magnificent. Like all good charcuterie, just explodes in your mouth. Alright, I'm going to try a bit of Richard's Brie. It's looking good. Wonderful. And one of these crackers. It is really, really good. But for me, it's this little Scottish beauty here called Minger. I've rarely had a cheese as good, and it really is gorgeous. I think it's fair to say that the Minger takes the biscuit. Right, Richard's enjoying a bit of this, so I think I'll do a little tasting of this one. This is the Snowdonia Pickled Onion Cheddar, Pickle Power by Snowdonia Cheese Company. It's actually rather good. I don't know what I was expecting when I bit into that, but what I'm getting back is a really, really interesting, complex set of flavours. Definitely a taste of English pickled onions or British pickled onions in there. But a nice mature English cheddar, or British cheddar or Welsh cheddar. And it's got really rather a nice finish. Quite good. But the Minger is my winner for the day. I think it would be rude of me not to have a little bit of this wonderful ham on. Because I think that's going to be spectacular too. I love Iberian ham. It's quite often served up thinly sliced like this, but in most of the places I've eaten it in Spain or in the Canary Islands, it's served chipped and chips straight off the ham. So it tends to have a bit more texture when served that way. But what I do is I just fold it up into pieces like that, roll it up and chomp on it. There's a wonderful flavour to Iberian ham. I really love it. There's none on this plate, but if you ever get the chance to have some Iberico Pata Negra ham, it's going to be expensive, but I swear it melts in your mouth and it will blow you away. Right, I think with all this salty meat and cheese, it's time to crack open the beers. Yum. This one is the Kia the Be Strong, the one with the New Zealand hops. Let's try that. Now, a lot of die-hard Brits will say you're pouring it too fast. Actually, the gas inside beers of this type is there to preserve it and get it to you in a safe condition. It's not there to drink. So you can pour it quite fast, expel some of the gas, and so you're not drinking foam. You're just drinking the nice beer. So maybe you pour British beers and traditional bitter beers that way, the slow way, but it doesn't really work for beers of a Pilsner type or lager types. So remember that. Right, I'm going to have a little taste of that. Wow. Like a lot of modern beers, it is very well hopped. To traditional palates, it's probably over hopped, but I'm quite enjoying this current trend of highly hopped beers because I do like the bitter taste. That is rather interesting. Right, I'm going to pour the other one, have a taste of that. I'm just going to have a taste of this in a shot glass because my brother will have this one. Well, it certainly looks like a craft beer. It's not particularly bright, but this is the Blood Orange and Beetroot IPA, late hopped with UK First Gold, then double dry hopped with New Zealand Waimea and US Amarillo to give a real citrus burst. Well, let's try it, shall we? Oh, that's nice. That's the one my brother will like of the two. Again, fairly highly hopped, but very refreshing and super tasty. Fantastic beer, that is. That is really good. Right, I'm going to pour that out for my brother and I'll get back to you. Really? Do you want to swap over then? I'll happily swap you over.
Yeah. That's definitely me, that one is.
Yeah?
Yeah. bit citrusy, that one I've given you.
Yes.
It tastes like grapefruit.
So what's happened here is Richard has swapped over to the one that I gave him for the one that I was having, and I think it's right because when I first read the label on this one, this master, thinking of a master plan, it was the one that appealed to me the most. So it's got that citrus burst, and it really does. It's got a fantastic citrus burst, and it's got the just about the right degree of bitterness from the hops that goes with that citrusy sort of flavour. It's not holding its head very well, but who cares? It's a fabulous drink. Smashing. Right, it's probably not holding its head because we've been eating fatty meats, and if you get oil, fat or soap on your lips, it kills the head. So I think the only thing that remains to be tried now, Richard, is these cannolis, which I know will be a real torment for you.
Definitely.
Not.
Just come and punch one.
Yeah. Stand there and give it a little nib, but nibble it, don't gromp it.
Brutal.
Italians and Italian Americans go nuts for cannolis.
I can't do it all.
You can see why, can't you? Aren't they amazing? In New York you get these gigantic ones, they're fantastic. Alright, take one more with you and then we'll... I need to try one myself, I think. I think it'll go rather well with my citrusy beer, actually. Oh, wow. That's really amazing. Very sweet. Quite a hard shell, the cannoli, and the inside's a very sweet, lemony buttercream. A little too sweet for my general taste, but I can tell you, if you've got a sweet tooth and you like lemon, you're going to love this. Okay, my verdict. The best thing on the plate, on the table, is the Minger. So there's a major score for Scotland, and I think if I was to choose a second, I would go for the Saison. I really do like this particular one. It's got all the right texture, flavour. Second place goes to the Welsh Brie, which is outstanding. Third place to the Snowdonia Pickle Power, and I think that's fair to draw the line there because the rest of it is all just as good. So I'm going to enjoy my beer, and Richard and I will enjoy polishing off the rest of this delicious cheese and charcuterie meal. And just for the record, Richard, which one did you like the most? Which combination?
Well, I always love the Brie.
The Brie, yeah.
Well, either of the meats I find really very nice.
Yeah, okay. Right, excellent. So there you have it. Richard likes the Brie and the meats, and I like the Minger and the Brie and the Saison. So if you're in Rhuddlan or in Rhyl or in the North Wales area, pop into Little Cheesemonger in Rhuddlan, and it's really close to the turn off of Rhuddlan Castle on the main street going through Rhuddlan, and it's well worth a visit. You can get yourself a gorgeous craft beer, you can get yourself some lovely charcuterie, some nice sweets, and of course their mainstay is the wonderful selection of really great local and world cheeses that we've got there. And I couldn't recommend it more. I'm really impressed. And the prices were not as terrible as you might think for a craft cheese shop like that. They were actually rather good prices, I thought, and I'm equally impressed with the prices. So thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you in a later video. Hey friends, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you would like to follow my channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications for all my future videos. It would be great to hear from you in the comments, and I'll try to get back to as many of you as possible. You may wish to check out these titles, or even help me out with a donation using the links in the description below the video. Thanks for watching.